Known by many as a kind, honest, and humble man, Dan David leaves behind a journalistic legacy of integrity following his death at 73 years old on January 12, 2026. David was a Giangahaga or Mohawk, born in Syracuse, New York, June 2, 1952, but raised in the Ganasatawge Nation near Montreal. He wanted to be a journalist ever since he read his first newspaper, but he would go on to do more than just that.
Well, he changed the course of history in Canada.
A journalism graduate of the University of Western Ontario, he began his career reporting and producing for the CBC, Vision TV, and other networks before helping launch APTN National News in the year 2000. David wanted to tell news in a different way, one that would be meaningful to our community, says longtime friend and journalist Karen Pugliese.
I think a lot of the confidence our people gained in between 2000 when we started and Idle No More was a lot through the connections that they were seeing at APTN of, I'm going through this in my community, that community has the same problem. And my daughter's missing, a lot of people are missing. We should bind together. Seeing other people stand up for their rights, seeing other people protect their land and protect their water. Those things meant something to our people, and we were covering them with context and truthfulness here and understanding here that other networks didn't have.
David hired and mentored many APTN News staff members who are still working in the newsroom today, including APTN News producer Bruce Spence.
I'm really going to be sad to see him go. I mean, he meant so much to me, and he really left impact on journalism in general, in Canada and across the Indigenous world.
Spence says David was always faithful to the cause and felt our leaders needed to be held accountable just as much as the Canadian and international leaders.
Dan David was always tough with his journalism. He never backed down, never took any prisoners. The way he did it was kind of remarkable, though, because I would think that an adversarial interview would not even know they're being in an adversarial situation because of the way Dan David handled himself as a gentleman, as a scholar, and as a hard-nosed person that ain't going to back down.
Dan David's writing has been published by many outlets, work that has earned him honors like 2 National Magazine Awards, the Duke and Duchess of Wessex Award for Aboriginal Literature, and a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Canadian Journalism Foundation. His talents and knack for telling stories took him across the world, from Norway to Indonesia to South Africa, training future journalists and strengthening newsrooms. One of his last presentations was for up-and-coming Indigenous journalists, training through the Growing Indigenous Storytellers Fellowship. He shared what he wanted Indigenous journalists to know when first beginning APTN National News.
That the powerful must be held to account for the past and present, that it didn't matter if it were them or us, that the truth will set you free, that seeking and telling the truth matters. We could be proud of telling the truth, even when we looked into the mirror and saw the deepest, darkest parts of our own people, our own communities and families. We needed to understand what the past had done to us if we were ever to understand our present. It mattered back then at the earliest days of APTN News, and I believe it still matters today.
Dan David will remain in the hearts of so many, and the world of journalism will miss you.